welcome back in the video of our the Starbase and Starship updates. We are not going to give you the updates. Instead of, I will give you the valid reason over that the why the Booster 13 is known for the super heavy and the first stage of the full integrated the Starship. Super heavy, the Booster 12 has been took off in a sky and has returned to the launch pad in a Flight 5 mission profile. And we accommodated a lot of the conclusions. And these conclusions led to the future flights, as well as we know. So the why the Booster 12 won't fly again or it cannot fly again, there is a valid reasons behind it, because there is a several reasons that you can actually know and understand why the booster jewel cannot be fly again. So let's start over the video from the first way and the first reason. That is a the in-flight damage occurrence. In-flight damage occurrence, which means that the booster fuel has been tolerate the maximum and dynamic damages during its the separation, hot stage separation to the return to the launch site procedure. If you have a scene, and if you might have a scene well on the stream where the booster third, like a booster fuel was about to the separate from the ship 30, and that time the booster like a ship 30, the engines have ignited, but it's the flame of the engines due to the hot stage interstage winds. Those flames has been just laid down over the our grid fence, so they actually warped the entire grid fence to its structure, and they have made it more weakened. So the grid fence is cannot tolerate the maximum the temperature of the hot stage that have been proven in this the flight path. So after the hot stage separation, there again we have to go through the most dynamic phase of the dense atmosphere. Is about to the re-enter in our the dense atmospheric pressure, and that through the our the engine bay and not the outer shell of the booster tube well has been damaged a lot. It have tolerated the well, but our the engine bay of the booster tube well has been tolerate the maximum aerodynamic pressure and the temperature of the re-entry phase, and that led the something like that led everything was warped into the engine bay or in the engine itself. So that actually made the booster fuel more weaker at the point when it was returning back to the launch site. But somehow it has survived and it did well, as we have expected from it. So the booster tube has tolerated the re-entry phase, hot stage separation, and the landing one. When the landing one has ignited, you might have well seen there was a team cover has been ripped off, and this is a better than to the ripped off the entire the chime systems that behind the already we have installed the COPV, the composite overpressure vessels. Those the vessels shouldn't have to be right now to be exploded. That they actually didn't explode, but they well intact in their position. So the team cover ripped off, and the booster fuel was about to, like just seconds before the landing on a chopstick, it was call out to the boat, and it did well despite having the boat call outs. So that's why the booster fuel has tolerated the maximum damage occurred in an in-flight moments. And the second reason, there is a valid second reason is about to know. That's the common reason. So what is the common reason? Common reason is about to the technical insights of the booster tool, and we know the what the SpaceX is doing right now, because the booster tool is a known and a very own our version one model, which means that we will not fly the version one entire the rest of the boosters or the ships that we have been recovered. Doesn't matter despite we recovered, but we cannot be fly them again, and we cannot be fly, and this is the intention of the booster, I mean star SpaceX itself. They committed that they will use the version 1 model to improve the flight entire capabilities instead of trying to reuse them. So we just have attempted and rehearsed the reusability. This is just the rehearsal, but actual performance we will see in a version 2 and a version 3. So they are incoming very soon, but for the version 1 there is a very common reason that we cannot be fly them as per the SpaceX mentioned goal, that they will not fly the booster, those included and like account like origin of the version 1. So that's why the booster 12 is unlikely will go for to be the booster for the flat 6. That will never happen. So, and third reason is very valid. Third reason is telling the future tuning. So, what we'll do in the future? The future tuning is really required to attempt the perfect Starship flight and reuse the Starship without having the major damages, just like a Booster 12 had been. Because the Booster 12 had a lot of the damage than you have visually inspected. It has the internal damage. It has the baffle damage. It has the engine bay damage. The lot of damage has been occurred, but the most of them know like a never been a seen because these damages are as occur in internal of system of the booster tube. So there is no way to see them. But in the future tuning, as we know, the SpaceX, I don't know, not SpaceX itself, Elon Musk have just posted that video about that he was spelling like he was playing the game of the Diablo, and while he just talking to the SpaceX engineer, I don't know, space engineer was explaining about that we will literally have to and has to they improve the wells of the chime. The chime cover has ripped off is the biggest sign of our weakness in our system. I mean the structure integrity. So this problem has been resolved in a booster 13. So this problem will never happen again, as we've seen in a booster 12 in a next flight and next catch attempt. Because Ship Booster 13 will attempt and reattempt the catching attempt that's called the Mikazila arm will catch this booster again in a mid-air. So there is no way to be seen that the booster 13 will have its the cover off and team cover off and anything that normally as the major as the booster 12 has been done into the flight. So the future tuning is needed and required to be like make the perfect way to the aid flights and more systematically. So these are the reasons that why the booster 12 cannot be a fly again. And this is the well reason I guess thing because let me show you for the reference, this is my the very super heavy lightest booster, and these are the good fins that while you're saying there it has damaged a lot during the hard stage, and these are the chims. This is a chims cover. You can see this is the chims cover. Chims cover has been ripped off during the landing because when the landing one has started, it was about to the in like a explode and just blasted off the high vibration. So high vibration make the wheels very weakened and they just came out from their position and this cover has been ripped off. So booster will be a beast again. This is a booster that never be a beacon. So we will see the much better booster in the future for the version 2 because the version 1 is literally initiatives of our the Starship program. Don't we think that the booster 2 will be gonna fly again or anything that's the version 1 expected? It's not gonna be fly again. Coming up for the Booster version 2. So we will see next time. So my name is Graduation watching the NASA Directory and see you later and catch you later just before the Starship Flight 6 wet dress rehearsal attempt and it's the very likely launch. So with this booster, this is my baby. So that's all. So bye guys. I will little meet as soon as possible to us. Possible to me.
Okay. Oh man, what have you? What have you? Oh, 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 oh.
You see him again?
कैन डू एनीथिंग इन द वर्ल्ड यार, कुछ भी कर सकते हैं लोग.